Kung nagpaplano magpatayo ng bahay, siguradong dumaan sa isip mo, magpa-kontraktor ba ako o sa sariling gawa na lang? Today, pag-uusapan natin ang do's and don'ts para makapag-decide ka kung anong ang best para sa'yo. Ito ang option kapag kumuha ka ng kontraktor. Number 1. Do check the license and credentials. Siguraduhin na may pickup license at may track record. Pangalawa, do have a clear written contract. Nakasaad dapat ang scope of work, timeline at payment terms. Pangatlo, do regular site visits. Kahit may kontraktor ka, importanteng chine-check mo rin ang progress. Mga don'ts kapag kontraktor. Don't rely on verbal agreements. Lagi dapat may kontrata para iwas problema. Pangalawa, don't choose the cheapest offer agad. Minsan low bid ay katumbas, low quality. Pangatlo, don't ignore warranty. Tanungin kung may after service o warranty sa mga gawa. Sariling gawa or labor only. Those kapag sariling gawa, ikaw ang manager, ikaw yung supervisor, ikaw yung titingin. Number 1, do hire skilled workers and a trusted foreman. Critical na maayos ang team mo. Pangalawa, do monitor daily. Ikaw ang magbabantay so kailangan may oras ka talaga. Pangatlo, do plan your budget and materials ahead. Iwas delay kung nakaschedule ang deliveries. Don'ts kapag sariling gawa. Don't start without a clear design or blueprint. Maraming mali at dagdag gastos pag walang plano. Pangalawa, don't underestimate cost. Akala ng iba mas mura pero kung hindi kontrolado, mas mahal pa lalabas. Pangatlo, don't DIY if wala kang time or experience. Kasi ikaw ang magiging project manager, baka may stress ka lang. Do hire a licensed architect or engineer para sa plano. Kahit ikaw ang magmamanage, dapat may professional na gumagawa ng blueprint at structural design. Pangalawa, do make a realistic timeline. Gumawa ng schedule para sa bawat phase. Foundation, walls, roofing, and finish. Pangatlo, do prepare a contingency budget, 10 to 15%. Bakit? Lagi may unexpected na gastos tulad ng price increase ng materials. Pangapat, do buy materials in bulk kung kaya. Mas mura at less hassle sa delivery. Panglima, do document everything. Gumamit ng notebook or spreadsheet para i-record ang gastos, deliveries at trabaho ng tao. Ito yung mga don'ts. Ito ang mga don'ts sa sariling gawa ng bahay. Una, don't skip permits and clearance. Bawal magsimula ng walang building permit. Baka may stop ng project at ma-inspect ng barangay or ng city engineering. Pangalawa, don't hire workers na walang reference. Mas okay kumuha na may recommendation o may track record. Pangatlo, don't delay payments sa workers. Kung nalilate ka magpasahod, bumababa ang moral at productivity nila. Pangapat, don't leave the site unmanaged. Kapag walang bantay, mataas ang risk ng miscommunication, delays, at minsan pati nakawa na materials. Panglima, don't mix cheap and substandard materials. Minsan nakaka-save ka sa simula, pero babalik ito sa repairs at mas malaking gastos. Quick comparison tayo guys. If may contractor, less hassle, mas expensive, pero may warranty. Sa sariling gawa, mas mura kung maayos ang management. Pero, mas stress at mas malaki ang risk. Guys, ganito yan. Depende sa situation mo. Kung busy ka at gusto mo hassle-free, go for contractor. Pero kung hands-on ka at may oras magbantay, pwede ang sariling gawa. So ayun guys, kung magpapatayo ka ng bahay, laging tandaan ang mga do's and don'ts para hindi ka malugi at maiwasan ng stress. Gusto mo bang malaman kung magkano ang estimated cost ng dream house mo? Message us at JoJoCons. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe para mas maraming construction tips and guides. Ako si Joseph. See you next sa vlog.